We're here to talk NBA playoffs today with Skizzy Mars. Skiz, you got a lot of opinions, I heard.
Yeah, I'm opinionated.
Yeah, I think it's our job to get those answers out of you for the playoffs.
Who do you have as your matchup in the finals? Do you have the Knicks making it out of the East? Realistically?
No.
Okay. That's what
I need more
when I was
hope
a kid,
from a New Yorker. Come on.
When I was a kid, I was a delusional fan, and I always thought we sucked when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm actually pessimistic when it comes to the Knicks.
Okay.
I've just had my heart broken so many times. But I would say the Celtics for sure.
Yeah. I think that's a lock. I mean, the Cavs do have a better record.
I think the Cavs are frauds.
You think?
Yeah, I think they're frauds.
I kind of agree. I think if the Celtics are fully healthy, I think they make the finals
Easily.
without a doubt.
I think the Celtics make it, and then I'll probably go with the Thunder.
Yeah.
Just the safe picks, but I think those are the two best teams.
No, I don't
What team has the best chance to take down in each conference?
To take down those guys?
Yeah.
I'd say the Cavs have the best chance, or the Knicks. I'd say the Knicks, like, we're built for the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Like, rotations get tighter, and obviously Tibbs doesn't want to play bench players anyways. If Brunson's healthy, like, I think the Brunson injury has low-key been a good thing for the Knicks because, like, guys are stepping up. Like, Mikhail's starting to really play well. OG's playing great. So I feel like if we go into the playoffs healthy, everybody's healthy, Mitchell Robinson's back, like, I feel like our guys rise to the occasion. Like Brunson, he's won series on his own. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And in the West, I would say probably the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I say the Nuggets are pretty dangerous, and Russell Westbrook's playing well. And
I'm like, the Warriors have been so good since the Jimmy Butler trade that they're like a dark horse for me that like they could make a run.
And the Lakers, like, you don't want to play LeBron and Luka in the playoffs.
No,
like, I wouldn't want to ever do that.
The West is just so much better than the East.
Yeah, so much better.
It's like forever since like I was a kid growing up and everything. Like they've always been so good. Like the worst team is like 3 games over 500.
The Grizzlies are the 5 seed.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I had no idea
they're
that
having
the Grizzlies was that good.
And look, the 8 seed.
Where are the Rockets? The Rockets are
the 2 seed.
The 2 seed, yeah.
I'm
like a game difference, right?
Yeah,
I think, and don't quote me on this. I'm trying to look and do the math in my head, but I think the gap between the Thunder and the Rockets, between how far the Rockets are back, is the same, if not more, than the Rockets and like the 10 seed in the West.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Thunder are up that much more on the 2 seed than the 2 seed is up on the 10 seed.
They're 14 and a half games back.
Yeah. Which is insane to think about. Like they've been that much better.
And then in the East, the 2nd seed, the Celtics are only 4 games back.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy difference.
Right.
It's like you have like the 8 seeds, like.
But then the jump from the Celtics to the Knicks is 4 to 12 and a half games. So that's another, what?
Yeah.
6.
I don't know. You're doing too much math for me now.
Eight
you completely lost me.
8.5 games. 8.5 games.
No, I don't.
I saw something like today where it was like in 2008, the West was like the 8th seed had like 50 wins. Mm-hmm. And then I think 2014 was another year that was insane. It was like,
it's always just congested. I don't know what it is, but
it's better competition there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I guess so.
Sure.
Speaking back of the MVPs, so I want to talk like previous MVPs that have won and kind of rank which one is the best among them. So rank these MVP NBA players by how good they were, 1 through 4. So you have 2016 Steph Curry, you have 2017 Russell Westbrook, 2018 James Harden, and shockingly, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from 2025. I don't know if he hasn't won yet, but
this is like very difficult.
I know. I saw this and I was like, I'm going to have fun giving this to Skiz. He's
I'm going to go number 1, Steph.
Okay. Unanimous MVP. Steph. I feel like that's the clear number 1 for me, at least.
Number 1, 2016 Steph.
So his stats were 30 points, 6.7 rebound, 30 points per game, 6.7 assists, and 5.4 rebounds, which is pretty crazy.
But then my sneaky one here is the Westbrook versus Harden.
That's what I'm thinking about right now in my head.
Because Harden was like the best ISO player potentially of all time.
2018 was the year. Was that the year that Chris Paul like hurt his hamstring or whatever?
I think Harden averaged like 34, 35 points a game.
Pulling it up.
37, I want to say.
Was that the year that Chris Paul was on the Rockets and like they lost to the Warriors?
That's a great question.
Because he was nasty that year.
Hold down on that. I'm going to say yes. We'll say yes for that.
We'll say I'm going to go with Steph. I'm going to go Westbrook just because he probably had no help that year.
Okay.
And then I'll go Harden and then I'll go Shai.
So you're going in this is the second time we gave you a visual and you went in order of the visual. I just hope you remember that
last time.
Yeah, I did that last time.
We said rank these point guards primes. It was like Derrick Rose, Allen Iverson, and you're like, oh, it's funny. I think it's in order.
So I think the most well-rounded MVP out of those was the Russell Westbrook because he averaged a triple-double, 31.6, 10, and 10. Yeah. And James Harden only averaged 35 and 8.
Yeah.
35-9. We'll round up.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like Harden's like very underrated.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like one of the best offensive players of all time. Probably would have a ring if it wasn't for the dynasty in Golden State.
Yeah.
And Shea's probably getting the short end of the stick here, just because maybe like just the recency. It's like,
Yeah, definitely.
And he hasn't won it yet.
He hasn't won it yet.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
We talked to Tracy McGrady last week about the best one-on-one players of all time, and we asked him, and we were basically going king of the hill. So we started with like Kyrie versus whoever. He said that James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kobe, they would all dominate LeBron James one-on-one. He said LeBron James is just not built for one-on-one basketball, and it's a totally different game,
Yeah.
which we saw.
Yeah.
I want to ask you though then.
Yeah.
So if the NBA All-Star game had a one-on-one tournament, who would win it all?
Who would win it all? Like current players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
It's tough because size matters, but there's some really, really good one-on-one players that are shorter, like Kyrie Irving,
Yeah.
like those guys.
Well, like is Kyrie beating like a Wemby?
Yeah, that's difficult, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
It would be a totally different one-on-one game.
No, it would.
yeah, you'd have to like match up positions.
Yeah.
Because
like seed them or something.
He would just block every shot probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
I'd say Shea would be really built to win one because he's just got such a complex bag. Like he can just get to his spots. He's got the handle. He's strong. He knows how to get shots.
I feel like Kevin Durant's always a sneaky
Durant
one,
would
even
be a
though, what is he,
sneaky one.
36 years old now?
I think KD would make it to the finals. I think
It'd
Kevin
probably be
Durant's
someone with like the
best.
size and like the skill.
Yeah.
So like
KD, Tatum, Luca,
Yeah.
like those kind of guys. Best of both
Lucas
worlds.
scares me in a one-on-one. I don't know why. I feel like he's too like shifty.
I feel like
for a
Luka wouldn't
one-on-one.
get stops in the 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That's the tough part.
Get every
Yeah.
point back from Luka.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I like Kevin Durant. I'm putting my money on Kevin Durant to win a one-on-one tournament.
KD's a sneaky pick.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Do you think it would fix the All-Star game?
I think it would be really entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely pay money to watch that.
Yeah.
I would pay money to watch
I watched
that, too.
clips of like when they used to do the one-on-one and it was like Larry Bird versus like,
Wait, they used to do the 1-on-1?
I think so. At one point
Yeah?
within the All-Star game. Yeah.
Wow.
Am I right? Am I right on that? I think I am.
What was that?
Back
I
in
was
like the
reading something
70s,
like that.
80s, they used to have the one-on-one tournament.
I don't think
No?
they did that.
I thought they did some sort of
No,
one-on-one.
they didn't do that.
I'll pull the tape up for the camera.
What was it?
They did a dunk contest with athletes outside of basketball.
Yeah.
They did that?
Yeah,
Wow.
with like Deion Sanders was in it. A bunch of
I
those
remember
guys.
seeing that
Yeah.
too. I'm pretty sure I watched Larry Bird play someone one-on-one.
Wow.
I'll pull the tapes. Go
for it.
Don't worry about it.
I want to ask you a question regarding March Madness because
Okay.
we're in March Madness right now.
it,
First of all, who do you have winning?
I like Auburn
Okay.
or Duke, obviously.
Well, this year was the 1 seed.
Yeah, it's all one seeds, right?
Yeah, it's all one seed.
all in
I
on
like
Houston.
Auburn. I like. I think they got it's a lot of experienced players.
I don't watch March Madness until the tournament. I don't watch college basketball until the tournament.
Yeah,
To be
me either.
totally honest.
Me either.
Unless Rutgers is in it because I went to Rutgers. I'm sure you watch Maryland because you went to Maryland.
I did.
Makes sense. But I have a graphic for you. You want to pull it up right there? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I just lost it. It's basically all-time UNC versus all-time Duke.
Okay.
And I want to see which team you think wins. So who wins in a 7-game series, the all-time Duke roster or the all-time UNC roster?
Now, do you want to take these players primes or do you want to use them in college?
I think you take them in college.
Yeah, in college.
Yeah. So Kyrie, Redick, Hill, Leitner, and Zion versus Jordan, Vince Carter, James Worthy, Antoine Jameson, and who's that?
Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace.
Wow, this is crazy.
And I would almost like.
I would
put in
say
some other people.
UNC.
UNC.
I mean, you got MJ the GOAT,
You do have MJ.
and then you got VC. You got Wallace as the enforcer. Sheed. James Worthy's a Hall of Famer.
Zion Williamson on Duke was a problem.
Zion Williamson was a problem on Duke.
I also like
But,
almost putting Jason Tatum in there.
You know, I feel like he's guardable though. Right?
Zion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate that take.
Leitner's like one of the best college players of all time. He won back-to-back championships.
I love me some Grant Hill.
Grant Hill's
I feel like he's always
oh.
underrated.
He's one of the most underrated NBA and college players of all time. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a but like MJ, who's stopping MJ on this team?
That's fair. Grant Hill, maybe. Not really.
JJ Redick, no, he's not doing anything. No, it would basically be. Yeah, I think
I think
UNC
she
wins.
could guard Zion, right?
Yes,
Or whoever.
Yes.
Like Zion.
Antoine Jameson, Christian Leitner is probably a wash.
It's probably a wash, exactly. James Worthy. So is James Worthy, Grant Hill.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't
never
hate it.
watched James Worthy, but I hear he was sick. Like a documentary say he was sick.
And then the guards are heavily leaning UNC.
I think Duke has more. I think Duke has more depth all time though.
I agree.
Because they also have
100%.
Jason Tatum.
100%.
They have a bunch of these guys.
Well, I'm surprised that Jameson is even in the all-time UNC. Like Jameson was a great player.
Me too.
Give me
I'm
Tyler
surprised.
Hansbrough.
Give me Cooper Flagg in there. For the Duke.
Give me Tyler Hansbrough, right?
Put Cooper Flagg on the Duke team.
Yeah, he'll be there. Cooper will be there.
I think he'll be there too. I think he's going to the
Jay
Nets,
Williams.
right? Am I right?
Little Jay Williams action.
about that.
Jay Williams. I like that pick.
Yeah.
I love it. Obviously, you said came in. You have opinionated factors within the playoffs.
Yeah.
And NBA. I want to know what it would take for the Knicks to win a championship. Like, what do you think they need to do to be able to take it to the next level, whether it's this season or following?
Jason Tatum to get injured.
Yeah.
We need another player.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need another guy. I feel like we just don't have the manpower right now.
Who is the lowest caliber player in the NBA that would put the Knicks to that next level?
That's
Like, don't I don't want to hear like a
fantastic
LeBron or like a KD.
Yeah,
What's the lowest level guy?
We need a guy that's like a shot creator that's a wing, in my opinion.
Yeah,
That can
okay.
get his own shot. So
I'm trying to think of a guy. Actually.
I almost feel like they need like just a scorer off the bench to come in and be able to like,
we need a bench too.
yeah.
But
Like
but that's the thing. I think if we get that wing guy, Josh Hart goes to the bench. I think Josh Hart's better off the bench.
yeah.
I like that take too.
Tibbs treats this guy like he's an all-star,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Josh Hart. Like he's the best, but I don't think he should be playing 40 minutes a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So you move Josh Hart to the bench, and I don't know, like
I was thinking like a 6-man, like someone like Jordan Clarkson type player
a
to come
Clarkson.
in and be able to like
Okay,
score
yeah,
and like carry those bench minutes.
Yeah.
Because I think when the 5 stars are on the floor, they play pretty well.
yeah.
So you think if Jordan Clarkson was added to the roster, they would win a championship?
No, I'm trying to think of like a similar archetype to Jordan Clarkson that
Yeah.
could be added. That's more of like a wing, but a similar, capability in scoring.
Like I feel like we're close, but it sucks because we traded all of our picks for
Yeah.
Mikal, who I do like, but it's like we don't have a lot of flexibility right now.
It's tough that we did that for Mikal Bridges, and then you watch Luka Doncic get traded for like 2 picks or
Yeah,
something
you're
like
like,
that, and you're like, well, I didn't know that was available.
Yeah.
I don't think the NBA knew it was available.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even like a Tyler Hero.
yeah,
Hero.
A Tyler Hero is a guy that I
Yeah.
think you could be like, or like a Tyrese Maxey would be a guy.
Tyrese Maxey.
But that's like an all-star.
That
That's
is like an
a pretty
all-star.
high
So
ceiling.
both
there.
of those guys are all-stars.
yeah.
But yeah, something in that world.
What about like an Aaron Gordon? Or like an Austin Reeves or a Zach LaVine?
A Reeves would be really interesting.
That would be interesting.
I don't like I'm not a big Levine guy.
Yeah.
You know who I think you'd add? I think if you add Amen Thompson to the team, I think they win a
But
championship.
Men Thompson.
Really?
Yeah.
Tibbs would play Men Thompson every minute.
He wouldn't come off the court.
Yeah,
he wouldn't come off the court.
Literally would be.
He's a two-way
every
player. I think
single minute.
that seals the deal. One of the Thompson twins, I think, would do it for you
Yeah.
guys. I like that floor for the player to win the championship there.
I think that's fair. Like I said, like someone who could come off the bench and score, but also like defensively, I don't know. I'd have to look at the actual stats behind it, but like how good have the Knicks been compared to the previous years when they made playoff
not
runs?
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the offense is more efficient. It's better. It's more dangerous.
Yeah.
But like if you're playing games that are 128 to 131, it's like,
Yeah, and they lack the grit.
yeah.
Like I saw the other day, the brawl.
Yeah.
It was yesterday, right?
Yep.
Pistons and Timberwolves, and it's like DiVincenzo, dude.
Yeah.
He's fucking boring, dude. You know, we need that. Like we need that energy.
Yeah.
We don't have it this year. We're kind of softer. So.
He's had a down year too,
Yeah.
but in terms of like the grit and like just having like that character on the team,
100%.
it goes. We did a list the other day, today we posted a top 10 zestiest NBA players.
Yeah, Cat was number one.
Yeah, Cat was number one
Cat's pretty zesty.
you've seen the
Yeah.
clips of him.
Yeah.
That's a foul. Like that
was good. You sound just like it.
Practice
be on
on
that
that one.
list.
No, stop it.
Zestiest creators.
I don't want that. No, yeah. So like, I guess how far do you see the Knicks going into the playoffs?
second round.
Second round?
Because I think we're gonna have to play the Cavs second round, probably, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
How it's looking right now.
Yeah, because
I
they're
mean,
the
first
three
round
seed
against
in
the Pistons wouldn't be easy. I think the Pistons might move up, and the Bucks might.
Yeah, they might.
So I think we'll handle the Bucks pretty easily, but the Pistons would be
Yeah.
be fun.
And then I think Brunson's going to be Brunson in the playoffs,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how Cat performs.
Me too.
Because he's been kind of like hit or miss, at least
Yeah.
to my knowledge.
He's been hit or miss in the playoffs. I think he was like decently matched up against Jokic last year. Like I think he guarded Jokic like as well as
Yeah.
it's Jokic.
110.
but The thing is, Randall. I watch Randall in the playoffs shrink every single year.
Yeah.
Like he was historically bad in the playoffs. Like,
Right now, you guys are playing the Bucks.
yeah, I think we'll handle the Bucks easily, especially if Dame's not playing. But even if Dame's, I think we swept them this year. The Bucks.
Yeah.
But then it's the Cavs. Or no, then it's the Celtics.
Yeah, we're not going to beat the Celtics.
That's tough.
Come on.
I'll be rooting for us. Like, hope, but it's like it's not going to happen.
How many games do you think it goes?
4.
I would say 5.
No, 5.
We'll win at the Garden.
We haven't beat a good team all year, really. Besides,
not
like
a great team.
a great team.
Yeah.
Good teams we beat. But I think our record's not too great against teams above 500, like compared to the other, legit teams.
Pretty
in the league.
ass.
Hey,
It is. Let's be honest.
watch it over there. How have the Nets been against teams over 500?
They're horrible against every team.
See, this is what I do. We dig.
They're horrible against every team. Neither of us have a championship.
I'm hopeful. Like, I don't know if I told you this on the podcast, but I don't have a championship in my lifetime. I'm a Knicks.
He likes to flex that for
Mets.
some weird reason.
No, I'm just being myself. And I'm vulnerable.
What do you think you'd do if the Knicks won a championship? Would you cry?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I would cry.
I'd cry as
You would
well.
cry, you think?
Would
you go like...
I'd probably, well, first of all, I'd be like screaming, run around, lose my voice, but then I think the emotion would hit.
You would definitely go to the parade.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Forget
acting
it.
a fool
Which would be insane. I think Philly was crazy when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think New York would be equally, if not more crazy.
Riots. I mean, it would be
Yeah.
dangerous.
The Knicks winning a champ, they haven't won since 73.
It's basically riots outside the stadium after a playoff
After a
win.
win, yeah.
We saw it. We went to a game. We were like,
Yeah.
this is madness.
It would be nuts.
Yeah. What would you do if they won a championship?
I'd probably just drop down to my knees and cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean,
That's
it's
the
just- I've been
emotional
through
side
so
of you.
much.
I know, yeah.
It's hard to understand. You get it, but it's like
Yeah.
growing up, we were such trash.
Yeah.
And I just have stuck with the team. I can't do anything about it. It's in my blood. And we were so bad. Like, I was young in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s. So it was like, just Isaiah Thomas years. And then, we were so bad with like so many coaches and Larry Brown and David Fizdale.
Yeah.
Jeff Hornacek, like we were garbage, dude. And then Porzingis demands a trade. It broke my heart. You know what I mean? And then now we're finally like solid. It's like, it's cool, but I'm just conditioned to like expect the worst with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Mets mindset.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
When Porzingis got traded, my grandma cried. No, she didn't. If I told her, she probably still thinks he plays.
All right, ready? You want to play a game?
Yeah.
You want to? All right. So we do this. We do this game usually when we get 2 Knicks fans or 2 Mets fans or Yankees fans. You guys name Knicks players until someone messes up.
Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Name Knicks players until someone messes up. Skizzy versus Zach. Who's going first?
Do you want the honors?
Yeah.
Go
Like
for
of
it.
all time? Next player?
All time.
Okay.
Go for it.
Fella Harrington.
What a start.
Landry Fields.
Wow. Andy Rottens.
Nice one. Jeremy Lin.
Frank Ntilikina.
Damian Dotson.
Josh Hart.
Stephon Marbury.
Tim Thomas.
Karl Anthony Towns.
The pressure's hitting already.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay. We could go current day if you want to. We can run through all of that.
I was thinking like the 03 team, but yeah, just go current. Jalen Brunson.
Nate Robinson.
Allen Houston.
Oh, I love me some Allen Houston.
2 Allen Houston jerseys.
Latrell Sprewell.
Good one. Clyde Frazier. Clyde Frazier.
Marcus Camby. Now we're getting deep. I'm hitting you with a good one next. Next one's going to be a good one. You're not ready for it.
I have a good one.
Carmelo Anthony.
Used to draw a lot of charges. Jared Jeffries.
That's a really good one.
Jared Jeff.
I got another one. It's popping up.
Steve Novak.
That's discount double check, baby.
Yeah, just gonna double check.
Channing Frye.
Good one. I have his
you.
jersey too.
Rasheed Wallace.
Nice.
Channing Frye was I remember that pick. Yeah.
Chris Copeland.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jordan Hill.
Jordan Hill. That's a good one.
Yeah, I wanted Steph Curry that year, and we got Jordan. yeah.
It was pretty similar career arcs.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges.
Eddie Curry.
Eddie Curry. Oh, Chris Duhon.
Wow, that's
Nice.
a good one.
Thank you.
Raymond Felton.
Nice. I have his autograph.
Yeah.
I hope
Got it
this-
when I was like 10.
Raymond Felton. I don't know if you saw this.
Whoa, don't, you're buying time
we'll
right
come
now,
back
buddy.
to Raymond Felton. Pablo Pergioni.
That's what I was thinking.
Pablo Prigioni. Jason Kidd played for the Knicks. Jason
Yes,
Kidd.
he did.
Yeah.
That he did. Let's think wings. Let's go Earl the Pearl Monroe.
Earl Paul Monroe.
Gets tough.
Deuce McBride.
Deuce.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 5-second shot clock now.
Okay, yeah, because
Phil Jackson played for the Knicks, right? Back in the day?
I think
think so.
Jackson
I'll fact check while he's thinking.
played for the Knicks. Landry Shamet.
Oh, okay.
We're going to count Phil Jackson.
Okay. Sounds good. Camby, Curry. David Lee.
Kristaps Porzingis.
I'm blanking.
5. Loss.
Wow.
Idiot.
I know. I could have.
I don't think I had another. So
No, yeah. I just feel like I got to like a point where it's like I'm like
you guys
thinking
say
about
Mars?
but
Stoudemire?
it's just
What?
You say Mars?
No, I forgot Mars Stoudemire.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah,
There's a lot.
nobody said stat.
No one said stat.
Damn.
What's I mean, so you've been watching the Knicks for years on years. What's your favorite Knicks team?
I think last year.
Yeah,
I think last
I
year.
think that has to be the answer.
I fell in love
What
with
an
last
awesome
year's
team. They
Yeah.
left it all out on the floor.
There's a lot of good, sneaky teams in there though that had my heart. But last year was definitely. You were going to say something?
Yeah, last year was beautiful. I think the 2012-2013 team was really sick.
That's what I was
Beat
thinking.
the Celtics, and
Yeah.
we just fell off so fast after that. It was just Melo and a bunch of old guys.
Yeah.
But last year was awesome. It was, I think, safe to say we would have beat the Pacers if we didn't get.
Yeah,
I think so.
But yeah, those guys went so hard.
I'm not even a Knicks fan. I'm like a diehard Nets fan, and we went to a couple of the playoff games, and I had the time of my life.
Yeah.
I was having so much fun at those Knicks games. It was just a fun
The
team
best
to be
environment.
around.
It's so fun.
I thought it was electric.
I like the 2012-2013 team. There's a place in my heart for Jamal Crawford, Nate Robinson, David Lee, Stephon Marbury. Like that just era made me a Knicks
Yeah,
fan. That's
same,
like when I
same.
was like really, got into it
Yeah,
finally.
100%.
So I think that team, like to me, is like my heartfelt team.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite team overall has to be last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That or Jeremy Lin when
was so fun.
when
That
everyone
was
got
fun.
hurt.
Electric.
And it was just Jeremy Lin running out there for 27 games or however much it was.
I'll never forget that run, dude. Like the Raptors shot, the Lakers game.
Yep.
Like
He had like 37 points in the Lakers game. Yeah. The Raptors shot with the blue tongue.
Oh my
What was
God.
he drinking? I don't know.
I don't know.
Gatorade?
Gatorade probably.
Powerade?
Yeah.
Whatever the sponsor was.
Popsicle. All right, we have a game for you. We're going to play a game not revolving the Knicks, but revolving players that could be better, but still are amazing.
Okay.
Which player would have a better career? Okay, so there's 4 players, and we're adding an attribute to them.
Okay.
So Steph Curry with Gary Payton's defense, Derrick Rose with LeBron's longevity, Chris Paul with 5 more inches of height, or Russell Westbrook with James Harden shooting.
Westbrook probably.
Westbrook with Harden shooting?
Yeah.
If he was a shooter, he would probably be the best offensive player of all time.
Yeah, of all time.
Literally.
He'd be like maybe the best player of all time.
He might be, yeah. He might be.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
he was not bad on defense. Like, that wasn't a huge problem.
He'd average like 40 points,
Yeah.
10 rebounds, 10 assists.
And we mentioned it on when we did the podcast together that you thought Derrick Rose, and I might be misquoting, so correct me if I'm wrong, was slightly overrated during his prime.
Yeah, I want to walk that back. So I think I don't think he was overrated in his prime. I think sort of the fascination with like what could have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
We tend to overrate people just because we don't know. Mm-hmm. So like he could have not had a long prime. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we just assume that it would have been that level.
Like years
every
on
year.
years.
I like that.
And it's like, it's just an assumption. It could be true, but
Which is why I think that LeBron longevity is a question mark because you're not
Yeah.
going to get prime D Rose for 20 years. You're going to get just someone who plays for 20 years.
Well, that's almost like just looking at Russell Westbrook's career, because Russell Westbrook's MVP career was almost just as good as Derrick Rose's, and he has insane longevity, but now he's just fallen off and he's an average NBA player.
Yeah.
I don't want to say average. He's
He's
definitely
playing
still
well
a
with
good
the
player.
Nuggets this year, but yeah. Isaiah Thomas with 6'5" height. Derrick Rose with a 10-year prime. Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving. Did I say that right? Yeah. Kyrie Irving with Chris Paul's defense, or John Wall with no injuries.
what was the second one you said?
Derrick Rose with a 10-year prime.
Yeah, that one sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's the prime for 10 years, that's ridiculous
Yeah.
career.
I think John Wall, I feel like all these point guards like had like short primes.
Yeah, I love the Isaiah Thomas. If he was 6'5", I think it would be a problem.
He
It would be
definitely would.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
you're talking
D-Rose 10-year
career.
prime.
We're talking
Yeah.
like Pistons Isaiah Thomas, of course, right? Or
No, we're
No.
talking
Oh, the
this
short-
Isaiah
the short
Thomas. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if that Isaiah Thomas was 6'5", he'd be
Yeah,
pretty good in the league.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a good player. Yeah.
I think it's Derrick Rose's,
I think it's Derrick Rose with a 10-year prime.
because his prime was one of the best primes we've seen of all time,
Yeah.
just like we were just saying.
And also, like, we don't even know what his prime, because he was only 20. When he
was probably like 24, 25.
So it's like,
Yeah.
It could not even be his
might have been
prime.
a few years from his prime. Yeah.
Which is insane to think about.
It is insane.
Shaquille O'Neal with Dirk's shooting, Reggie Miller with Jordan's athleticism, Larry Bird with no injuries, or LeBron James with Kyrie's handles.
This one's
I'd say
tough.
Shaq.
Yeah, I think that.
Shaq
I
with
think
the
that's my
shooting?
answer.
It's
Why do you
another
think
player
Shaq?
that's just like the perfect player.
Yeah,
That's
With
fair.
Dirk shooting.
That would be ridiculous.
And then you're also like taking his free throw shooting. So how many points did he leave at the free throw line?
Probably
fair.
like 10 a game.
Yeah. I was thinking with like LeBron with Kyrie handles, but I guess the handles are more.
That's the other one I was thinking.
Are they more like, I guess the handles are like kind of more for show because he's efficient anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are the handles doing?
Yeah.
More so than like just, get him a few extra buckets maybe.
I would say LeBron with like Steph Curry shooting would be the, you know what I'm saying? That like the shooting is probably the only place where LeBron could have improved.
I agree. I think if you look at this, you have to look at a player and their biggest weakness, which Shaq's biggest weakness is his shooting. So if he had that, he would be one of the best players of all time. Just like if Russ had James Harden shooting, it would be the same thing.
And it's hard to add anything onto LeBron James from another player besides the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else could you add to LeBron's game?
And he'd
It's
still
not
become a good
athleticism.
shooter, but like if shooting was just always really good.
Yeah. What else does LeBron have to work on? Or like what he doesn't have a weakness.
No. And Larry Bird, no injuries. What's your opinion on Larry Bird?
I don't have a strong opinion on Larry Bird.
No?
He has some crazy takes, but he pulled
Let's
up
hear
the
him. Let's
highlights.
hear him.
He pulled up Larry Bird's highlights the other day, and we're saying this guy is top 5 all time.
It was just a little tough to watch. I felt like I was watching a high school basketball game. I'm not going to lie.
It's crazy to look at Larry Bird's highlights and then look at Kevin Durant's highlights and not say Kevin Durant's better.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. I think you have to judge guys in their prime, in their era. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
like because it's like,
sometimes.
of course, all the newer guys are better.
Yes.
One-on-one, but it's like you have to. It's not their fault when they were born. These
You're
older
agree-
guys.
yeah,
So it's
you're
like,
right.
I feel like
I
you have
agree
to judge guys within the context of the era they played in. So it's like we can't shit on like Bob Cousy and these guys because they were dribbling like with one hand behind their back. You know?
Yeah, do you ever see the Pete Maravich like dribble?
Ridiculous drill.
Like, of course, Kyrie is better, but it's like you have to just judge them within.
That's fair.
But I feel that. So like Larry Bird's injuries, like I'm not actually that educated on his injury.
He had like a whole back thing. So like he was like
Okay.
stretching out during like his last Olympic run and like wasn't able to play as much.
He seems like a guy that had like back problems.
Yeah, he just looks like, I don't know if we don't have a picture of it, but young Larry Bird is Brian. They look
my
the
God.
same. They
You
look
want me
like
to
the
pull it up?
same.
It's actually
the same person.
ridiculous.
While he does that,
Larry Bird's high school basketball picture.
I'll tell you the takes we found and kind of what we found out. So I said last time we filmed, Larry Bird is a fraud shooter.
Okay.
Yeah. So your eyebrows raise a little bit. He averaged, look at this picture first. Yeah.
It's pretty spot on.
Good.
It looks like they got Matas on the Bulls a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I think people have DM'd us about that too.
I hope I don't grow up to look up like Larry. Not saying is like, I'm sorry, Larry Bird, if you want.
yeah, because Larry Bird's tuning in.
Larry Bird probably tunes in. Yeah.
But I said Larry Bird is a fraud shooter. He averaged 1.9 3-point attempts a game. People claim him as one of the best shooters of all time. He shot 37.6 from 3 in his career. Like he could definitely shoot, but just like not at high volume and at the same rate. Like wide open 3, sure, you knock him down.
Yeah.
But yeah, but was anyone shooting at high volume?
No, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is like the whole era conversation. And something that happened within the last like month or two. Sam Hauser of the Celtics tied Larry Bird's career high in threes for a game in 1 quarter. So Sam Hauser hit 3 threes, 7 threes in 1 quarter, and Larry Bird hit 7 threes in a game in his entire career.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But that's
So that
also
was my
the
whole take.
evolution of the game kind of thing that he was
It is.
mentioning,
So
where
also
it's
Reggie
different.
Miller, like if you look at his 3-point stats, I feel like he probably didn't shoot
I'm gonna pull them
40%
up.
from 3 that many times.
See, now you're just shutting me down. It's making me feel bad.
It's interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't say Larry Bird's one of the best shooters of all time personally.
Yeah. And then people are like, oh, did you see the 3-point contest? He told everyone he was going to win and then he won. I was like, yeah, like, okay.
What
Like,
was his
I don't
score in
know.
the 3-point contest though? Because
I don't know. Probably not. Yeah.
Probably not close.
Probably not as high. Yeah. People are putting like, they have like oh, you know what got announced today?
What?
4-point line coming next year.
You also know what day it is?
April Fool's Day. Oh, I fell for it.
I didn't. Yeah.
You texted us in our basketball group chat. And you're like, guys, no way. I was like, are you actually serious?
That's
You think they're just going to announce that and it's just going to happen next year?
No, I forgot. I honestly forgot.
I've fallen for so many April Fool's things today.
Yeah.
You just got got.
Just search it on Twitter.
All right. So it's not coming to the NBA next year.
No, take that back.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Damn. That one.
Idiot. Okay. We have another one of these graphics for you.
Cool.
You want to do this one?
Yeah. We could just say this one out loud.
Okay. Who wins 3v3, Team Kobe or Team MJ? So Team Kobe is Kobe, LeBron, and Steph Curry. Team MJ is Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Who wins in a 3-on-3?
I think Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry. It's just.
I'm leaning that way.
So I just lean that way. Yeah, Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry.
Where I struggle here is that KD is I think would be better in 3v3.
Yeah. I agree.
Versus LeBron is a better 5-on-5 player.
I agree.
What's the second team again? It's KD,
Kyrie, MJ.
And MJ. Damn, that's crazy.
So it's like you almost have like better ISO players versus like players who play better in a 5v5.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. I think that the bottom team is a bunch of one-on-one players and the top team are a bunch of like actual basketball NBA players.
Which it makes you think.
It does make you think. I'm still Team Kobe with you.
Yeah, I'm probably Team Kobe. It's like second team probably has better shooting all around.
Yeah.
But you do have Steph Curry.
But you got Curry.
I think LeBron's going to create for Steph Curry and Kobe more than the other team. I think the other team is ball dominant.
Yeah.
Kyrie and KD are going to want the ball often, and MJ is going to have the ball the whole time probably.
Yeah, then LeBron and Kobe defensively is like pretty solid as well.
I feel like I'm like trashing the second team, but they're still
it's ridiculous. It's a really tough one.
I'm going Team Kobe.
Team Kobe. I just think it's tough because like Kyrie ISO against Steph Curry, I don't think Steph can stop him as much as
I agree.
Kyrie can stop Steph.
Kyrie beats Steph Curry one-on-one.
That's valid.
And then Michael Jordan and Kobe kind of negate each other out. And then you have LeBron versus KD.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
I might take KD over.
You're going to take KD over LeBron?
In a 3v3?
In a one-on-one, I'd take KD over LeBron. I don't know about a 3v3.
I don't know either.
It's like a happy medium.
Yeah, it's tough.
I guess we have to see. Well, we're not going to see, but
well, I hope we could see. That'd be sick.
Was there anything burning that you wanted to share? Was there anything that you came in? Albert hyped you up.
Yeah, Albert hyped you up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he did that. I mean,
is he an NBA guy?
No.
Okay.
I took him to a Knicks game. He loved it.
Yeah.
It was like the best day of his life, I think. Nothing.
I thought the way it worked was that you were giving him some hot takes and he was like, oh, thinking about it. He's like, oh, he's got some stuff to say.
Yeah,
I was like, but if he's not even a fan, then I don't know. It's like we got playoffs covered.
Yeah.
I want to do a draft with you though.
Okay, let's do it.
So the draft videos usually do really well for us.
Okay.
And I think it'll be fun.
Are we drafting together?
I think we should.
All right. So Team Makeshift.
Yeah, versus Skiz.
Versus Skiz.
But we have to determine the topic. So I came up with the topic for MVPs. Just people who have won MVPs in their career and drafting them and doing point guard through center.
Okay.
I feel like that gives us a big pool.
Yeah.
We cool with that?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Michael Jordan. I mean, obviously.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Who are we going to go? You got to go LeBron, right? You got to go LeBron.
I guess we do.
Yeah,
so are you putting Michael Jordan at your shooting guard?
Yeah.
For now.
I'm going to put him at probably the shooting guard. The two,
right.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take LeBron and we'll put him at the 3 for now, but we can move him around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that your pick?
You can't let him have LeBron and MJ.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. You can't do that.
I just want to make sure.
And then I'm going to go Magic Johnson at the 1.
Ooh. Okay.
Should we just combat him right off the bat?
See, the thing is
Position
when
scarcity.
drafting,
Not a lot of point guards have won it.
Yeah.
the thing with drafting is that if he drafts a point guard, then he's going to need a big.
Okay.
So we can like counteract it.
So you'd rather get ahead?
I think we get but there's so many bigs, I think.
Right.
That's the only bad thing.
Okay. I feel strongly that we should counter him
And do what?
and draft a point guard.
Okay.
Why not?
Take
Because
it.
he could always bump down Magic to the 2.
Take it. If you don't take the correct one, I'm going to be mad at you.
Yeah, we're taking Steph Curry.
Yeah, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
happy.
I don't know how Steph's covering Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work.
It's going to be tough, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
But I don't know how Magic's covering Steph. How about that?
Yeah. How about that?
How about that, Skiz?
How about that, huh?
I think I'm going to go center. It's bizarre that
This camera.
I'm going to go Shaq.
It's like 29%.
Yeah, that's who I was going to take.
I'm going to
That's
go
a
Shaq at
great
the
pick.
5.
I would have taken, if we didn't take Steph, you want to take Shaq before Steph? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I was thinking that, yes.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, damn it. See, like now we don't need a center because he
Yeah.
has his center. He's not going to
So you want to take the best power forward of all
True.
time?
No.
No?
You hate him.
No, we'll talk about that after, by the way.
Talk about that after.
I have a lot of opinions,
Duncan?
apparently. Albert's got to get me.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Albert.
I think we take here.
Okay.
Do you like that pick
Yeah.
or no?
Yeah, why not?
All right, we're going to go for a 2 for our shooting guard. We're going to go Kobe.
Love it.
Go Michael Jordan 2.0.
Love it.
I like that. Steph, Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah.
That's good.
Who's mad?
pretty good.
Who's mad?
Because I need a 3 and a 4, so I'm probably going to go Dirk at my 4.
I like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Because you got Dirk and then you got Shaq and
So you didn't want to take Tim Duncan.
You passed up on
So
Tim
you
Duncan.
also don't like Tim Duncan.
He's not the flashiest guy. It's super the big fundamental, right?
Should we just skip on Tim Duncan?
Yeah, I think we go here.
You want to take?
Whoa!
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Where were we? That was nuts. All right, so we're going to take our center.
Okay.
We're going to go Nikola Jokic.
Love it.
We're new age. We're a new age team.
Yeah, I love it.
And then I just need a wing.
You can take your boy Larry Bird,
Your boy Larry
fraud
Bird.
shooter.
Yeah, I think I have to take Larry Bird. I mean, let's
I mean, you could take like...
I'll take KD.
Okay, I like that pick.
Take KD.
I love that
fuck Larry
pick.
Bird. Yeah, I'll take KD.
All right, R4, I'm going to take it.
All right, do it.
We're going to take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right.
Okay.
We need to
Okay.
bring the past.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no like older guys. Yeah.
How could Kareem get snubbed?
No, I guess he can't.
Yeah.
I guess he can't.
Can't do that. I like that draft a lot.
Here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tim Duncan a top 10 player of all time?
Of all time.
Zach hates Tim Duncan, by the way.
No, it's not that I hate him. I think he's like 11,
He's boring.
I don't know if he's top 10.
right? That's what I'm saying.
I kind of agree.
Close. He's probably 10 to 20 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's top 10.
I think he's 11.
I'm just trying to like name the people in my head. So it's like, okay, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem, Kobe,
Yes.
LeBron. Did I say LeBron?
Yeah. LeBron.
Here, I'm going to pull up Complex's list of their top 10, and you
Okay.
tell me if they're better or worse than
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, okay? Number 1, Michael Jordan. Yes.
For sure.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Kareem. Magic Johnson. Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Larry Bird. Or Tim Duncan.
Yeah, I'd say Larry Bird.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan's 9, so this is where it gets Steph Curry.
I would put Curry over Tim.
I would
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kevin Durant's 11.
I would actually put Tim Duncan over KD.
Tim Duncan over KD.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill Russell.
Just the championship. I mean, I'm not that old, but like
Yeah.
the rings speak for themselves. I think you have to, right?
Say it. I know you want to say it. Mailmen,
Carmelo?
delivery boys, paper boys.
Milkmen.
That's who they were playing against.
Oh yeah.
So you putting Bill Russell over Tim Duncan or Tim Duncan over Bill Russell?
Russell over Tim Duncan.
Okay, so that puts
Yeah.
Tim Duncan at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have like Oscar Robertson.
Oscar Robertson.
yeah, I'd say he's in the
Hakeem.
like 11, 12, 13 range.
Hakeem, all those guys. Yeah, I think he's 11. I think 11's
Yeah.
fair.
People trash me because I'm like, yeah, Tim Duncan's not top 10 on my list, but I'm like, he's like 11 or 12.
Would you have Charles Barkley or Tim Duncan? Because Barkley even says Tim Duncan's the best power forward of all time.
Yeah, I'm definitely Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
I think it gets more questionable when like a good power forward matchup is like, would you take Dirk or Kevin Garnett?
You
Yeah,
take Joker or Tim Duncan?
I think when it's all
that's
said and
tough.
done, it's going to be Joker.
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
think
you could
that's a
take
lot,
any
yeah.
present player and put them in the top 10 unless they're at the tail end of their
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
But I think you could definitely, by the end of Jokic's career,
Yes.
he's going to have 3, 4, maybe 5 MVPs by that time.
Yeah.
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 For sure.
I like that take a lot. I think Joker's going to be better than him.
I mean,
is
especially
crazy.
he's averaging a triple double for
Same.
his career. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough life we live.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I was just looking at the other guys. Elgin Baylor's 22.
Elgin
That's
Baylor, yeah,
ridiculous.
I can't speak too much about
That's
Elgin
ridiculous.
Baylor. I don't know.
No, that's all I got.
yeah.
You know what I want?
What do you want to do?
I'll hit you with one last one. All right. This
Bring
will
it on.
close it out
Let's
for
do
you
it.
guys. Okay. Create your all-time New York Knicks lineup.
Wow.
Point guard to shooting guard, and I'll even throw in a 6-man.
Okay. Jalen Brunson at the 1.
Yes.
I like that pick a lot.
Now, Walt Frazier.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Frazier at the 2. It's
Okay.
Ooh,
he play like a combo guard vibe.
Okay.
I like that pick.
I'm just writing it down in my notes so I don't lose track. So we got Jalen at the 1, Walt at the 2.
You know, it was Walt's 80th birthday the other day.
Wow.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Walt.
He wore a nice suit.
Guys
as
is
usual.
dying.
Mike Breen threw on a fun suit.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ewing at the 5.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
You don't want to put Eddie Curry. You don't want to put.
In one
No,
moment.
Jordan Hill.
Yeah.
The 3, you gotta put Melo, right?
I think so.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's old heads that would say someone else or like a different couple. Like who?
Like, well, what? You're not putting like Larry Johnson or someone, but
No,
like,
no.
Like
Yeah.
Allen Houston, like as an all-time Nick, I don't think he's above.
No,
Melo
I would
anymore.
put Carmelo there.
Yeah. And then you have the 4.
Let's see. I'm gonna look up some
Yeah.
players. You can't put that. He didn't do enough.
The 4's a tough spot for the Knicks.
4's tough, right?
Because, yeah, I mean, like, our generation, like, you're thinking Sotomayor for the few, 2 years that he was there, 2.5, whatever it was.
Yeah.
A lot of people might say, like, Willis Reed all time.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, Willis Reed and Ewing, though, it's, like, a weird fit, right?
Yeah.
What's our guy? I'm blanking on his name. It's not Cartwright. It's, it was, like, a beast in the 80s for us. Blanking on his name.
I'm going to list you people.
Yeah.
Willis Reed, Earl Monroe, Dave DeBusschere, Bernard King.
Bernard King. That's
Bernard
right.
King.
Bernard King. Yeah.
Okay.
Bernard King's probably the 4.
Okay.
Because from what I've heard, I mean, he was a fucking animal.
Who would you put at the 6 man? J.R. Smith.
At the 6 man, I would probably put just John Starks, probably.
Yeah.
Just because,
I like that pick.
I like J.R. Smith.
he's got that energy.
No,
Yeah,
John
I love
Starks.
JR as well.
No, I think you got to put
Yeah.
Starks over J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Knicks have had some good 6 men. Jamal Crawford would have been another
Crawford's
one.
I love Jamal
awesome.
Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Sneakily on like some crazy list.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's a dog.
Yeah.
We got to get him on the pod.
He's been doing
that's all
he's
right.
been doing games for us too, like
Yeah.
Has he?
analyst. Yeah, he's been pretty good at it. Him and Breen.
I love that.
He's been filling in for Walt. 'Cause Clyde doesn't want to like travel and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right. That's all we got. This is, I guess, like we said, like the first of this style video on the Hoops channel.
Love it,
Yeah.
dude. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, Skiz, again. And anything you want to say? Hot take. Give your NBA hot take to end. You got anything? Any strong opinions?
The Cavaliers are frauds,
There you go.
and they will be exposed come playoff time.
I like that.
Can't wait to see it. All right.
Right on.
That's a wrap for us.
All right, cheers, boys.
Bang.